Inside a furnace where temperatures reach 2,500 degrees are the beginnings of a product that's become one of the hottest things in energy policy.
It's basically, in layman's terms, it's essentially a swimming pool full of molten glass, probably 3 feet deep.
And after a run through a series of slides, it's pulled through a screen and the transformation is complete. The furiously hot liquid has become fiberglass. The plant here in Shelby shells out plenty of it.
It's almost 1 million pounds a day.
Pittsburgh Plate Glass, or PPG, has been running this plant since the 50s, but much of what it produces these days is decidedly 21st century.
Fiberglass is the main reinforcement in a wind blade.
And as a result, wind blades have become a main focus of PPG's business.
So it's going to go this way.
The company says more attention on wind power has meant strong demand for its fiberglass and other products, which are used to make turbine blades and coat them.
2008 over 2007 was 28%. So it's been a very high growth rate market.
It's very exciting, and it really puts a lift in our step here at the plant when we know that our product is needed and wanted.
While PPG is making a product that revolves around using a different type of energy, a company in Durham is setting out to use less energy altogether.
An LED is a much more efficient way to convert electricity to light.
And since 1987, Cree's been converting LED technology into a major manufactured product. As concerns over rising energy costs have grown, LEDs have been looking like a pretty bright idea compared to a traditional incandescent bulb. LEDs produce light when electricity is run through microchips, much like the ones in your computer. It's a very different process from traditional bulbs.
We've often said that light bulbs should be called heat bulbs because light is almost a byproduct. The problem is that 95% of the electricity is used to heat the wire and create heat, and only 5% of it gets turned into light. An LED that produces the same amount of light would be over 80% more efficient.
And last 50% longer. Cree's LEDs were originally used to light things like alarm clocks and small electronics, but over the past couple of years, the company's been expanding into general lighting.
It's fair to say that a year ago it was a very small, almost immeasurable part of our business, and today it probably represents close to half.
Cree says a nationwide shift from traditional bulbs to LED lighting could cut the amount of electricity used for lighting purposes in half. It's technology that's becoming a major part of President Obama's plans to make America more energy efficient and use energy that comes from renewable, environmentally friendly sources. The president and other researchers say the shift could create millions of so-called green-collar jobs.
The clean technology area is one of the best examples of how you can take existing skills that were used in other industries and actually convert them quite literally into components for high technology products.
Dr. Gary Gireffi of Duke University just finished a study on what a shift to greener energy policies would mean for the economy.
We were able to show that there is substantial manufacturing capabilities in the United States that can be turned towards the so-called new technologies or new economy.
North Carolina has hundreds of manufacturing facilities, but it also has a well-known research and development sector. Many analysts say the combination of those two types of industries put North Carolina in a prime position to capitalize on investment in the green economy.
Surprisingly few places in the United States have that mix. Places that have strong manufacturing capabilities will be well positioned to build those clean technology industries.
In the study, Gireffi found several industries that stand to do very well with more emphasis on cleaner energy, including LED lighting and super soil systems, which could be used to treat hog waste. The study doesn't aim to predict the number of jobs that could be created as much as it does identify companies that are ripe for growth. On the list are PPG and Cree.
Cree's revenues have grown significantly over the past year. What's that meant for us is we have been greatly expanding our sales force. We've been adding people in our product areas.
Just since 2002, Cree's workforce has nearly quadrupled to almost 3,200 workers, about half of them in North Carolina. In the past year, the company has made LED lighting for large public buildings, the Beijing Olympics, and the Pentagon. The market for wind power in the U.S. has allowed PPG to keep its Shelby plant open when many fiberglass and other manufacturing jobs were being sent offshore.
Shelby's been hit extremely hard. The textile industry was the heart of this area for many, many years. So we feel very fortunate to be able to retool and remain competitive locally.
Like so many other industries, the wind power business has been dragged down by the recession, but not as profoundly.
We are still selling product into the wind industry, so albeit that it is flat and we're not feeling the pressures of trying to grow by another 25 to 30%.
But a flat market is better than a down market. Executives at PPG, Cree, and hundreds of companies across the country are watching Washington closely. The economic stimulus plan includes about $50 billion for energy programs. Most of it's directed toward renewable energy and efficiency.
It creates real business immediately, but also it will raise the awareness of people to the reality of LED lighting, the benefits of LED lighting.
The federal funds could have a major impact on green-collar companies, but government policy decisions may be more important. Green energy leaders say upping efficiency and renewable energy standards would have a longer-lasting effect.
That is very important, which then you will see probably more facilities going in to make the components for the wind turbines, which goes all the way back to someone like PPG.
To me, more important than the numbers of jobs is the companies and the government vision we have towards clean technology or alternative technology.
Whether the changes come quickly or gradually, Gary Gireffi sees North Carolina as a top 10 state when it comes to expansion in the green economy.
We're in intense competition with a pretty fast-moving crowd. But I don't think very many of those states, and certainly none that are the size of North Carolina, have our diversity in terms of the types of industries that we are good at.